Soyez savoir, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, high interest in government's job subsidy scheme. Late reporting of mental illnesses. And former Raga seeks stay order on assault charge.
From the studios of FBC Suva, EDWIN Nana.
Kulamanaka, a few hundred jobs are expected to be created through the Fijian government's Stronger Together Job Support Scheme. Minister for Economy, Aya Syed Qayyum, says a number of companies have shown interest in the scheme, saying they can provide 150 jobs for up to 3 months. Syed Qayyum says the government will be making more announcements on the scheme soon, and they want to ensure all boxes are ticked.
But even though the application period has closed, we still are getting people, employers applying for that. And we are looking at perhaps opening it up again. Because it is a good initiative, and a lot of people have come forward. Some companies individually have said, we can create 150 positions, which is good.
Ensuring that police officers don't further traumatize victims of domestic violence is an important aspect lacking within the force, according to Acting Commissioner of Police Rusiate Tundravu. He says some questioning tactics used by officers are irrelevant. ACP Tundravu also emphasized the need for officers to remove preconceived ideas about gender-based violence before engaging with any victim.
This is something that we really bad at it, how we treat our victims. I'm sorry to say this. It's like we are interrogating the victims as like a suspect.
The people who are responding to them, there are certain principles they should be, and that is victim-centered, survivor-centered approach. The people who are dealing with it must know the law, they must know the dynamics around it.
36 police officers are undergoing training with the Fiji Women's Crisis Center on how to engage with victims of domestic violence. The lawyer for Naitasiri under-19 Lok Keresi Maya will be filing a stay order in the Suva High Court. Maya is charged with 1 count of assault causing actual bodily harm for allegedly punching a referee during a game in August. His lawyer will apply for the case in the High Court to be dismissed, as Maya has already been penalized by the Fiji Rugby Union. The defense will argue that it will be unfair to penalize him twice for the same case. The FRU has banned Maya from all levels of rugby for 6 years for an act of foul play. Both defense and prosecution have been given 3 weeks to file submissions. The case will be called again for mention on the 20th of January next year. The agriculture sector's gross domestic product in 2019 minus sugarcane grew by 5.5%. This is according to the 2019 National Gross Domestic Product Statistics by the Fiji Bureau of Statistics. Agriculture Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says the growth is due to Yangona and Taro production, which contributed 29% or $208 million and 7% or $52.9 million respectively. Yangona was once again identified as a possible major contributor to Fiji's national GDP in the near future if production continues to increase and the price remains constant. However, a decline in livestock commodities were recorded in 2019, mainly due to the impact of brucellosis, which affected the dairy industry. Changing people's mindsets towards non-communicable diseases should be prioritized because Fijians as young as 12 are now suffering from stroke. According to health professionals, young people think they cannot suffer from a stroke. Consultant at the Colonial War Memorial Hospital, Dr. Pranil Krishna, believes making the right choice is vital. Dr. Krishna says stroke doesn't discriminate by age and the increase in cases is worrying for a country as small as Fiji.
Being young doesn't stop you from having a stroke. It can affect any age group. We've had very young ones up till the age of 12, as you've heard. We have the luxury of having everything around us that we are eating. We have the luxury of drinking whatever we want. We'd like to tell the public at large, young or be it old, watch what you eat.
In world news, more than 90 million Americans have already voted in the 2020 United States presidential election. At the heart of this election is the way the two candidates, President Donald Trump and Democratic challenger Joe Biden, have campaigned. And CVC next for Women in Black.
Bula FM,
number 2 NSR. Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Welcome back. There's some positive news out of France, with Semi Randrandra expected to join the Flying Fijians later this week. Promising new players were identified at the Northern Tens competition at Subrail Park in Lambasa yesterday. The one-day event saw 10 women's teams from the Kaunrove, Mbua, Modwata and Tavyuni showcasing their skills in front of national selectors. Talei Mataira Kula reports.
The Northern Ruggers didn't disappoint national selectors, displaying some good rugby.
Really impressed. A lot of talent shown today. Thought there was not much to be seen, but spending the whole day looking at all these young girls, they showcase their talent.
The first of its kind to be held in the north, Boa manager Temalesi Satini says the Tens was an enlightening experience.
It's going to be an eye-opener to the players, especially being in the rural area. This is going to be develop the girls in a new dimension and in a higher dimension.
Former National Sevens rep William Meyer says the competition is a good platform for Northern women's teams to hone their skills.
A big opportunity for them to come and represent EDWIN for the two teams that will be selected for the Northern team. And, yes, I'm proud with what they did. Even we lost in the first game, but there's a lot of things they have to prove it.
2 Northern teams have been selected for the National Tens competition scheduled for the 21st of this month. Tali Materkula, FBC Sports.
Mental toughness is an area of focus for the Rewa football side. Heading into the last round of the Vodafone Premier League, the Delta Tigers and Suva are in contention for the league title, and this will be decided on Sunday. With fans' expectations building, the pressure on both teams, Rewa coach Marika Rondu says psychological fitness will be key.
So that's all about football. We will go back and motivate the boys, make sure that they're in a good space in terms of the mental area. So psychologically, we talk to them, set them up, because we need to repeat this kind of performance, but a better performance.
Women's Inter-District Championship winners Mba is now looking ahead to the next assignment. After claiming the IDC title with a 2-1 win over Lambasa yesterday, Mba captain Coletta Likudula-Dula says the champion versus champion series is next. Having scored both goals in the final, she says Mba is a young side, but they will try to maintain their form in the CVC.
We really worked hard for this, knowing teams like Lambasa, Rewa and Suva were going to come strong and want to win this tournament too. But I believe the most important thing is teamwork, encouraging each other, helping each other on and off the field, working on our mistakes to improve in the next game. And yeah, I believe that's helped. And now we're just going to have to focus on our next tournament, which is CVC.
We can expect cloudy periods with some showers and a chance of isolated afternoon or evening thunderstorms over much of the country. Don't forget, FBC's live coverage of the Melbourne Cup gets underway at 3:30 this afternoon, and they're off at 4. That's FBC News Now. Join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. You need news you can trust. Get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Bula FM, number 2 NSR.